Hi, everybody. Welcome to another in our series of Getting to Know BMO. And Assad is with us again, Assad Naeem, the mortgage specialist from BMO. And our topic we've chosen today for you, just to enlighten you on a few things to do with buying and selling in real estate and what you'll need for mortgages and everything. We're looking at today the difference between an investment property and a primary property, what the difference is in getting a mortgage for either of them. And it's kind of general information, isn't it? Yeah, Assad?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So what's the difference, buddy? Tell us that.
Well, thank you for the intro, Stu. This is just general mortgage advice because I recently came across a scenario where a client didn't know the difference. So I felt like a lot of people should hear in on this and know what's going on before they make a decision. So, when you're buying a home, you're buying it for primarily two reasons, either to live in it yourself or to rent it out as an investment property or rental property. Now, both are fine. You can do both very easily. More or less, the mortgage requirements are the same, but there's some key differences over there. When you're buying a home for a primary residence, then you can use the minimum down payment rule, which is 5% if the home is 500,000 or less. And then if it is more than 500,000 but less than a million, then it's 10% over there. And if it's a million or more, then it's 20%. So a lot of people get that confused and they think, all right, if I'm buying a principal residence versus if I'm buying an investment property, even if it is my first home purchase, but I'm buying it for an investment, I can do the same rules as a down payment. But that's where the mix-up happens. Your intentions of that property when you're purchasing really dictate what type of down payment you're going to put onto it. So if your intention is to buy the property and have it as a rental and not move into it, then there's a minimum of 20% that you have to put down for that. And if you're buying it for primary residence, then you can use that minimum down payment percentage, right? And another thing, if you're buying a primary residence, say out of province, then you are expected to have a job that is either transferable or a job that you can get close to that new primary residence that you're buying out of province. And this goes for a lot of buyers which are shifting from Ontario or BC or any other province here to Alberta. A lot of them think that, okay, I can get qualified with the job that I currently have. Yes, that's true. You could get qualified for a job that you currently have. But there are certain terms and conditions that get set up onto that mortgage once even approved before the funding can be released. And one of the most common ones that I've seen is that they expect you to have a job, a new job, either transferred or a new job in that new locality for where you were going to live as a primary residence. Versus where if you're buying it for an investment, then you don't need to change your job. It doesn't need to be transferable, nor does it need to be in the new locality of that new property that you are buying. If it's an investment property, you can use your own existing job wherever you are, and you can continue working there because the property that you are buying is not going to be for you to live in, but rather for you to rent it out. So those are the most common misconceptions that I see, and some pieces of information that I feel like everybody should know regarding a primary residence and investment property. So hence that was today's topic.
Right, that was very good then. So someone living in Ontario can, as long as the deposit or the down payment is correct, can buy one in Calgary ahead of time. Yeah?
Yeah.
Still keep the job they've got in Ontario, maybe for
Absolutely.
as long as it takes. Yeah.
For sure.
But that enables them with their earnings from the job they're in Ontario to buy the Calgary home. But as you say, the down payment is different. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's a loophole for a lot of people which are looking to move from Ontario or BC over into the Alberta real estate market. And if they cannot find a job over here or they cannot have a job transferred, a lot of people are looking to buy over here for the immediate investment purpose. And then when they could find a job over here or transfer, then they plan to move over and occupy that same investment property which they bought as their primary residence. But once again, they have to put down that 20% ahead of time.
Got it. Okay, good. Well, that's a good one. Good advice. Thank you, Assad. All right, we'll talk to you next week. Your information for people to contact you, and maybe, as you always do, walk them through everything if they're not absolutely certain about everything. I'm sure, like, I'll help them in real estate, you can help them in mortgages, but that's all coming up. So I'll talk to you with another topic this time next week.
Absolutely. Thank you, Stu.
Have a good week.
You too.